strange preoccupation, such a strange peculiar breed. How it's shining in its armor, made of gold and made of steel. It can strike a chord inside you like a generation's need, speaking happy words of promise.
Good evening, I'm Tad Kozaneski for Sports Video. Deck hockey playoff action tonight between the Sports Shop and Valentino's. Valentino's is the division winner in regular season play. They come in tonight with a record of 23-2-1. They're 3-0 in the playoffs, and they lead this playoffs best of 3 series, 1-0. So we're going to bring you game 2 of this playoff series, and we'll be back with that right after this.
As far as introduction this time.
What?
When that clock goes down to 0, you got it, all right?
All right. Well, I'm set right now whenever they are. And now we're going to give you the player introductions of the Valentino's team.
Hi, Chad Compton, 33. We're going to win! Win it all!
Trevor McCormick, number 2, defense. 1.
Everson, number 13, defense.
Trevian, number 15, right wing.
Coachio, number 4, defense.
Anton, number 12, center.
Daly, 66, left wing.
Long, 17, left wing.
Sam, number 20, center.
Christopher, number 26, right wing. Valentino, 85, left wing.
Polina, 31, goalie. Fields, 22, left wing. G6, center.
That does it for the Valentino's team.
All right, guys, bring it up.
Sports Shop team.
My name's Andy Scott, I'm number 00, play left wing.
Okay.
My name's Jason Egg, I play 19, I'm 19, I play defense.
I'm Dan Braywood, number 24, I play defense.
Tim Story, number 77, I play right wing. Jim McKay, number 22, defense.
Bob Henshaw, number 68, play center.
Mike Ritz, number 66, left wing.
Eric Gregory, 13, left wing.
Joe Rivera, goalie, 31.
Roy Bannon, number 12, right wing.
Kristen Moscow, number 44, defense. Mike Klein, 25, center.
And that's it for the Sports Shop team. We'll be back with the game right after this.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Go, guys. Here we go, man. This is it right here.
And we're back here, Sports Video. Once again, second round of the playoffs tonight between the Sports Shop team and the Valentino's team. Sports Shop will be in the blue tonight. Valentino's will be out in the black. The Valentino's team will be going from our left to our right, and the Sports Shop team from right to left. As we get ready for the opening drop here, it's dropped back and controlled nicely by the Sports Shop team. Swung on a shot. Missing, deflected far side, and chasing it is Carlucci. He clears the zone. Dished it off for Fields, and we had an offside on the far side. Offside, number 20, Sam Lecatera was offside on that play. Just underway here, playing 8-minute periods. Second round of the playoffs. The Valentino's team won the first round by a score of 3-1. They're ready for the face-off right in front of us. Giordano lines it up. He'll be lining it up against number 25, Klein. Klein controls. Giordano on the break, right side, cuts it in, shot, score! What a play! Mike Giordano, one of the leading scorers on the team, comes in from nowhere on the breakaway on the defensive left. And it's quickly 1-0, the Valentino's team here in black tonight. And along with me is Howard Clark. And Howard, a defensive lapse right there.
Well, he came right down. He just marched right down that floor. He showed his presence and everything from an offensive standpoint, and Giordano's going right in again.
There's another breakaway out in front, just missing. The goaltender goes flying into the net. He appears to be shaken up.
He's hurt, okay?
He hit his head hard against the ground and against the pole. It looks like they're going to send Giordano in the box for some rough play. That's good hustle, though, as the goaltender is shaken up for the Sports Shop team. Nice aggressive play, both off the charge. That's good for a team to get the charge like that. Giordano once again going into the box. He'll sit in there probably for a 1-minute penalty here as they look over the goaltender in the net. Trying to figure out who the goaltender is. I believe it might be Chris Hoffman in there. Now that is number 31, Joe Rivera, the goaltender.
He went back in there. I don't know if he lost his balance or anything, but there was a deke thrown on him. He went for the initial deke, and he looked like he lost his balance and fell backwards into the net.
Kind of caught him by surprise. I didn't expect to see anybody running through there that quick. He's down. Looks like they're looking at his ankle or his knee. Maybe he twisted that.
I'll tell you, that Giordano, is that his name over there?
Yeah.
He's wearing a Captain C on his chest there for his team, and I'll tell you, he's coming out on fire tonight. That young man. I know he's sitting over there in the box, but that's due to aggressive play, obviously.
We may have to see possibly some kind of change coming in here as they look over the situation. It looks like he'll be okay. As Coach Todd Melton tells the referee here, two referees once tonight, Ed Sokolowski and Fran Veska will be bringing us the refereeing standpoint at tonight's game. There we get a look at Ed. The goaltender's just about ready down the other end. He's up on his feet now. Once again, just underway, about 30 seconds into the game. Mike Giordano leads it off early with the goal for the Valentino's team. With a win tonight, they advance to the finals of the playoffs. Very impressive team thus far as we get ready for the face-off. It'll be number 20, Sam Lecatera, along with number 25, that's Mike Klein for the face-off. As we line everything up evenly. And goalie Sokolowski drops it. It goes in the defensive zone of Valentino's. They send it upwards, picked up by number 22. That's Jim Kay. Tries to clear the zone. They try and bring it in. Taken away. Here comes a man into the zone. That's Mike Klein. A nice defensive play knocked down. Ritz looks to pass far side. The wing isn't there. Chasing it is Tim Story, and it's iced all the way down. Remain in play as there was a man for the ball down there. They chase behind the net. Near side in the boards chasing. Try and clear. Nice play by Fields on the breakaway. Tries to cut the middle. Kept in. Shot. Nice save. They knock it down in front and they whack at it. Just missing wide. As number 22 is in there, Brian Fields. They go at it hard in the corner. Coming out with it is Jim Kay. Kay along the far side. Still gets by one man. Goes down hard. No whistle. Now chasing it on the far side is Fields. Nice defensive play there by Andy Scott. It goes behind the net where goaltender Joe Rivera swings it around. They chase it in the near corner. Coming out with it is number 20. That's Lecatera. He loses it, though, and a nice defensive play by the Sports Shop team up the near boards right in front of us. They're in the attack. So a nice defensive play there made by number 13, Ben Everson. And we have an offsides whistle with about 6:29 to go here in the first period. Starting to even up here a little bit, Howard.
Yeah, I see the offensive momentum shifting from both planes, so they're both putting a lot of aggressive pressure up front. What I'm also noticing, though, that the forwards on blue are coming back across that blue line, and they have individuals carrying the puck out of the zone. And, they have wingers there that can accept the play and that are open.
And we go back to live action as the ball's brought all the way back on the defense. Chasing is number 33, Chad Compton. Compton tries to clear, and finally they do get across the zone. Eggart chasing in his own zone, trying to chase it. Gets it up to Gregory. Looks to pass. A nice defensive play there made by Greg McCormick. Far side, they look to send it, get it into the zone quickly. Oh, there's almost a giveaway there by number 12. That was Roy Brown. Chase far side. Coming up the middle, nice play on the attack is the Valentino's team. Stalemate there as Valentino couldn't go anywhere with it. Now in the attack zone and hit hard is number 66. That's Kevin Daly. We have a whistle coming from the far side, and it looks like we're going to have a penalty there, Howard. On a nice defensive play, a nice attempt there by number 19. That's Jacob Eggart, who goes to the box on, I guess, some kind of a boarding penalty right in front of us here.
Yeah, you know what I'm noticing on both sides, the transition seems to be really sloppy in the middle. It's a very, very hard checking game in the middle of this floor right now, but looks like there's not any strong, forceful passing by both these teams right now, and I think that's what they have to do. They got to involve themselves and play a little bit more and pass the puck to their teammates.
Valentino's on the advantage for a little less than a minute now. They send it up into the zone. Chasing it there is number 24. That's Dan Braidwood. Braidwood cuts to the middle. Nice pass there to Mike Klein. He's going to ice it all the way down on net, almost in that net. And that's going to deceive a goaltender once in a while because that ball will hook right into the net, but a nice save made there by Polena. They go behind the net again, still looking to clear. Chasing it far side. A good job on the defense there. So we have a whistle. We would call against number 33 of the Black. That would be, if I look down our list here, that'd be Chad Compton is going to be called off for some kind of illegal equipment.
I think it was brass knuckles. I'm not sure.
He'll have to check his gloves there. I don't know what his legal equipment would be there, Howard. His gloves, they looking at?
Well, I had them big spikes on them. Oh, see? You can't have that. I mean, when you start scratching up the boards, you know, you got to take those gloves off. I don't know. He's made an equipment change. He's going in the box, so that evens out the penalties, right?
So just about coming out of the box will be the Sports Shop player as we go to even strength now. Sports Shop will have a slight advantage coming up in about 20 seconds or so here. As the goaltender, oh, it's a stick, a legal stick. That's what it is, Howard, as they brought the one stick out and brought the other one in. So things even now, 4 apiece. They send it up far side. Braidwood chases. Here's Giordano again flying up that zone. Against one defender in the corner, that's Kay. They come to the middle, it's loose, and they whack at it. Nobody can get at it. Kay comes our way. Nice play by defender Giordano again in the attack zone. Here's Kay. Right now he can't clear it. Sends it far side. Just kept in on a nice play made by Gregory. Gregory behind the net. Dished it off to Kay. Kay, look, Fields actually looking to go somewhere with it. Loose in front again. Still looking to come our way. Clear the zone. Nice play. Kept in, though, by the Black team. Sent far side. They chase. Here's Giordano again. Coming up against Kay. Giordano has a man to pass to. Fields drops it to him. They can't quite get it to him, though.
You saw a classic there. You had 2 men doubling in on Giordano because he's a spark plug to that offense right now, and that opens up the play for the other wings on the ends to come in and make the plays. So strategically right now, Giordano is causing some confusion inside his opposition zone.
Tim Story just came in there to make a nice shot, and once again a nice save by the goaltender Mike Polena. As they line it up defensive side for the Valentino's team, goes behind the goaltender. They chase deep in the corner, looking for a centering pass. They chase, nice center, nice defensive play taken away there. That was number 4, Carlucci, and it goes right over our shoulder and into the parking lot. We'll have a face-off defensive right side of the Valentino's team as we get a good look at the scoreboard. Still 1-0 from that early goal by Mike Giordano, about 25 seconds into the period. So we get a good shot of this face-off coming up here. Face-off's going to be taken by Sports Shop team by Mike Klein. Looks to drop it back. Giordano almost puts it in the net dangerously. Tried to clear by Carlucci. They still can't clear it. Send it up nicely to Giordano. Cuts in the middle. Again, he tackles the defender. No whistle down on the play. It's coming far side is Braidwood. Sends it up nicely for Scott. A centering pass has a man there. There's Scott with the turnaround blast. It deflects off the defenseman. Going in the corner with it is Everson. Everson looks to come out with it off the boards, kept in nicely by Ritz. Ritz with the man in front, turnaround off the bar, no good. As they clear the zone nicely, it's going to be a foot race between Fields here. Also in there will be Tomasco. Tomasco wins it back to Fields, looking to drive, pass in front. Can't get it to the man in front, trying to clear the zone. Giordano can't get a shot off, they clear the zone. Chasing it is Carluccio. Sends it off the boards, here comes Giordano, 2-on-1. Nice defensive play, breaking it up. That could have been a big play right there. They bring it into the zone nicely. Chasing it in there is number 13, Everson. Everson along the far board, sending it up for Lagatera. Takes it away. They send it in. It's a delayed offsides, and there's your offsides call. Far side. 2:51 and counting here in the first period. Sports Video bring you all the action from deck hockey here in Tannsboro, New Jersey.
Yeah, Tad, we discussed the facility again, and we have a beautiful deck here. It's a My-Leg deck, and we're just very, very happy to be here on behalf of Sports Video. We want to thank everybody to our broadcast, and we're involved in your community athletic sporting events, all amateur athletic sporting events. And if you have need of tournaments or games, or big games, championships, etc., just give us a buzz. We'll be glad to help you out.
Get back to live action again in the Valentino's defensive zone. There's almost a giveaway behind. He's going high over the back is Greg McCormick. They chase in the defensive corner. In there with there is number 68, that's Bob Henshaw. And finally, the Valentino's team clears it, rolls back the goaltender. They just get it away. Nice play there. Here's Anton into the zone. He's played off nicely by the defense of number 68, Kevin Daly. They go again into the boards. Anton again swings it far side. That goes over to number 12, Roy Bone. Valentino's in their own defensive zone. There's a giveaway. Bill Anton in the middle, loose in front. It's in the crease, just goes wide. They swing it our way along the boards. Valentino's doesn't quite clear it out. Nice play there on the defense. Still kept in. Chasing in there is a shot and just missing wide almost over the screen as the shot was taken by Henshaw. They chase. There's one in the slide. Nice defensive play. Here comes a one-on-one. And there is Daly. Daly going to get backhand. Nice move, a great defensive play in front of the far defensive face-off circle. Heck of a play,
That
Howard.
was a super play defensively back there for the Sports Shop defenders.
Valentino's with the play in front. Chasing it in there is number 85 for the Valentino's team. That's Tom Valentino. Dishes it off to 66. Daly has a man in front. They whack at a shot and a score. No, it's not a score. The referee whistles it off. That's Ed Sokolowski. I don't know if we had a good shot of that, Howard, or not. He must have made the save in the crease, and after the save was whistled dead, the ball got whistled in. So looks like Rivera's going to get credit for a save here. As we line up for the face-off far side, Rivera hanging tough.
Well, they're peeling him off the deck there.
Basically.
What he did, man, but he kept it out. And good call by the referee. I'll tell you, I am really impressed by the referees here at Tannsboro. They're really efficient, Tad.
Doing a good job, have their uniforms on and everything. Good job tonight. We just have got a minute and 20 seconds to go here in the first period. As Giordano tries to drop it back, it's taken away by Scott. On the attack, here's a 2-on-2. Nice play off the zone. Nice defensive read, though, and they send it all the way up. Klein sends it in. Valentino's tries to clear. Drop back to Ritz. Tries to get a shot off. It's loose in front. A turnaround. Rebound and a shot. Score. Right there on the doorstep is the trash man to knock that ball in. It's number 77. That's Tim Story. A la Trottier of the Islanders. Just kind of sitting there, picked up the loose puck, and took it home on the defensive lapse by Valentino's, who mistakenly went after the ball and left the man open in front. Basic play, Howard.
Yeah, that was a super play, and like you said, you coined it, you trash man, sitting right there. Rebounding and second, third shots are very important in this game, but I'll tell you, I'm impressed by this young defenseman over here for the Sports Shop.
So we get a quick shot away by the Sports Shop. They fight in the corner. Valentino's playing a little bit more aggressive. There's a nice hit right in front of us. Nice hit made there by Mike Klein. Back in the middle of the floor. Up there is Everson. Nice play by the goalie. He sends it out far and wide. Blue team gets a warning there. That's the Sports Shop team coached by Todd Melton getting a warning for delay of game.
I think that was for flipping it out of the rink there, Tom.
Yeah, that's a good shot by the goaltender. He must have been taking lessons there from Hextall. That's a heck of a shot down there.
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
tough thing to do. You ever tried doing that with the goalie stick?
No.
Right.
I tried to play with my sons. I was in goal, and I used I didn't have a goalie stick, but I had one of them plastic snow shovels. And I spent the day in a hospital restitching my 3-year-old son's face up. That was the last time I played goalie.
That's a tough thing to do as we just had a breakaway out in front. The penalty is up. The goaltender is out. Sports Shop on the attack. Valentino's got a touch up. There's a shot in front, still chasing it. Now chasing in there is Klein, and there's the whistle as we're going to have a penalty out in front. We have 12 seconds to go here. Looks like number 4, Eric Carluccio, is going to go out here for a hold. So he'll go into the next period as we have 12 seconds left. So we get a good look at some of that Carluccio going to the bench, looking a little upset. So he'll sit in there for the next minute. 12 seconds to go in the period. See what the Sports Shop team can do. They've been trailing since the 25-second mark into the period. As we get things ready for the face-off, taking the offensive face-off will be number 25. Mike Klein drops it back. Nicely shot, just missing wide. They play it behind the net. Chasing it again is Klein. We've got 5 seconds and counting. Valentino sends it all the way down. 2-1, and that's the end of the first period. 1-1 is your score. Beautiful first period of hockey here. As goals by Mike Giordano, for the Valentino's team. And as we look at the Sports Shop team, their one goal scored by number 77, Tim Story. Looked like it might be a blowout at first, Howard, but a heck of an effort by the Sports Shop team to even it up. We're tied at 1.
Well, the spark plug that was initiating the Valentino's team, that was Giordano.
Yeah.
That young man, he set the tempo early, didn't he? He went right down there and started playing havoc. He ended up in the penalty box, but it seemed to get his team a rally to maintain that tempo out there. And on the other side, Sports Shop coming back out and doing a super job keeping the pressure on inside Valentino's zone. So I think this one's the kind of game that it's so chippy. The shots that go in are going to be junk shots.
As we saw down that last goal we just saw.
Exactly.
It's going to be maybe a matter of who picks up that big break here in this game. Both teams look to be playing fairly even. So we get a good look at the Valentino's team, coached by Rusty Valentino. Once again, 23-2-1. They were the league leaders coming into the playoff action. They won their first round in a sweep, leading this series 1-0. So Sports Shop, as we get a good look at their team, they're fighting for their lives here tonight, literally. With a win, they can play another day. With a loss, they go home. So an interesting second period on the way. All tied with 1 here on Sports Video, once again from the Tannsboro Deck Hockey League. So we get ready to line things up. Both teams, Fran Vespa, the referee, lines things up, calls the goaltenders. They're both ready. Puck's ready to be dropped. Mike Klein going for it for the Sports Shop. He comes into the zone attacking on his left side. Nice defensive play by Greg McCormick. They try and clear. There's a knockdown. Valentino sends it in the zone. Keep in mind, Sports Shop is on the advantage here. Sports Shop behind the net. There's a nice hit into the boards. Chasing it is number 22. That's Jim Kay. Kay in the middle of the floor. Heck of a pass right there. Nice defensive play. Man, right, left side shot just missing wide. That was Mike Ritz. Chasing into the zone now is Story. He has the 1 goal. Sends it in the corner. We're chasing it is Klein. Klein centering pass. Just missing wide. Nice defensive play there by Valentino to send it up and clear the zone. And they bring it right back. Up there with it is Mike Ritz. Now we have a delayed, and there's the offsides call right there. Just underway here, second period, all tied at 1. It's quickly the Sports Shop trying to do something with their advantage here. They're going to be on the advantage for about another 10 to 15 seconds or so.
And they're also keeping fresh legs in there. Sports Shop coach is efficiently keeping fresh legs in. They just started the this period, the second period, and he's made 2 changes already.
That's good to see for the third period. You'll see them strong in the third period. They chase it deep, Bound coming all the way in the middle, backhand pass, knocked down, and rolls to the goaltender, and he sucks it up. That's the goaltender, Mike Polena. Playing a good game tonight. It'll be a face-up at his defensive left side, our right side of the screen. As in there to take the face-off, looks like it's going to be Bill Anton, number 12 for Valentino's, and number 68, Bob Henshaw. As they make a few more changes on the Valentino's staff. Looks like they're just about ready.
Hensaw's shirt looks like he slid around on his back a few times, doesn't it?
And he's been out there to play, I'm sure. Nice plays. It's one back by Anton behind his own defensive zone. They send it far side. The penalty is over. They chase and we'll have an icing there as the penalty just ended just before the shot was taken. And there's the icing call. We'll send it all the way back down again. We follow the ball all the way down. Once again, all tied at 1. Kind of erratic play here in the second period so far. We try and get things together. Going in for that face-off again, it'll be number 68, Bob Henshaw.
Giordano on that last run up the field, he's throwing his weight around again. So.
Score! What a play from the point. Number 24 on the blast. That's Dan Braidwood. Beautiful face-off one there. Drop back to Braidwood. Point-blank range. You couldn't make a shot any better than that. Top left-hand corner of the net. Excellent goal. So you get a good look at our goal scorer, Dan Braidwood. Sports Shop takes the lead 2-1. We've got 6:55 to go here in the second period. Heck of an effort there. Get ready to line things up for that face-off. Goaltender whistles him in. See if Valentino's can recover. Up the middle, here he comes again, is Giordano. He's played nicely by the defense. It seems that they're keying on him now. Probably good coaching over there just to pick up Giordano. They're 2-on-1ing him to death, and he's having a heck of a time getting into that zone. Far side, Gregory sends it around, almost a giveaway behind. Is in there was Roy Brown. They still chase behind. Still in there is Gregory now. He tries to back it in, they chase. Off the wall, we have 2 men going to the box, it looks like here. Possibly 1. As we try and get the call, it looks like Roy Bone, number 12, is going to go off for Sports Shop. Number 4 actually is going to go off for the black team. That was Eric Carlucci and Roy Bone, both going off a little extracurricular. As you see them both in the box there. That's a little dangerous, Howard. I don't know if I like them both in the box sitting next to each other.
Right next to each other. I mean, you're going to find either passivity turning into there or you're going to see blood and guts back there. We'll have to get shots in the daylight of that penalty box to see what's laying on the floor, maybe some bones and stuff.
Definitely a little dangerous to have both players in there. We have a little charge into the zone too early. Going into the zone a little extra aggressive was number 20, Sam Legatera. A little interesting. It's the first time I've been to a hockey field where they put the penalty box together. Friendly league, though, I guess we'd have to say, as we have another false drop again as we pan back to that penalty box.
Yeah, we want to show the guy standing over there to the left of that box. We want to thank him for all his help. That's Ray.
Doing an excellent job of getting our rosters together and getting everything set up. As Sports Shop chases in their own zone, that's Jimmy Kay, tries to clear the zone. They send it up, hits the referee right below us. They play it in. Everson keeps it in the zone. There's a shot deflected, just missing wide. Chasing in there's number 22, Brian Fields behind the net. Looking to center, beautiful cross pass. There's a shot on net, just missing wide. Rebound in front, beautiful pass, shot and a save, and they knock it down. The shot was taken at the point by McCormick, and here's some extracurricular right here.
That's Giordano, man. He's the same guy, man. He's coming in here. He's feisty.
He comes to play. He's not going to let anybody push him around. He is one of the taller players out here.
Yeah, but see, what's happening is he keeps doing that.
So we're going to send 2 more guys in the boxes. Giordano goes back in again, and Jim Kay goes back in. Maybe that's a strategy of this
get him
Todd Melton team, to get him mad, get him in the box, and get him off the floor, because it seems like they've scored their 2 goals when he's been off the floor.
That's right.
If that is a strategy, that's a heck of a strategy.
Well, it is. And, hey, that's smart. And Mr. Melton right now is playing the percentages, and he knows that Giordano right now is going to keep that pressure on. With him off of there, maybe it'll uplift his players.
That ball seems to be very hard to follow, too, right now. We're kind of in the twilight hours. Far side, they chase up there with it is Ritz. Tries to attack the zone behind the net. Looks to dish it off. Has Story over there. They send it in front. It's loose in front. We get a whistle and 2 more men go flying. Now we're going to have a little more extracurricular again. And that penalty box is looking awfully crowded in there. So we get back to that again. You see 4 men sitting in there now. It's a regular party going on over there right now. So we pan back to live action.
I don't know about a party, Tad, but it's getting crowded. A couple more guys in there.
Imagine if they had that in the National Hockey League. That'd be very interesting.
Yeah, that would be, would it?
There'd be a lot of deaths. Put it mildly. Andy Scott, far side. Clears his zone. Nice defensive play by McCormick. Sends it right back and into the player box of his Valentino's team. As we've got 5:23 to go, and there they come. It's a couple of the players out of the penalty box. They were playing 5-on-5. As with a coincidental minor. And we still have just the 2 players left in there. But that key, once again, Giordano's still off the floor, the lone goal scorer for the Valentino's team. Plays real hard. You can't fault him for that. Just might let it get his temper get to him a little bit.
Well, that's what they say about aggressiveness, your aggressive behavior. I know I have my second son. He's in his first year at outdoor soccer. In the intramural league, he got thrown out of 4 games. And they only play like 10. But I'll tell you, it was aggressive.
Gets it from his dad, right?
I guess maybe, I don't know. His mother.
Yeah. Just don't throw me off this deck up here. I'm in big trouble. 5:18 to go here. To try and line things up. Both teams seem to be psyching up. The pace has jumped up here, and the fever jumped up a little bit here. There's a bit of a fever pitch. And here comes Valentino's 1-on-2. Nice defensive play. They keep it in the zone. Braidwood taken away nicely on the defense there. That was Lagatera sent all the way up, and they chase it. It's Braidwood against Fields. The goaltender coming out dangerously. Swings it far side. Nice play, though. Kept in nicely by number 12, Anton. They still fight for it in the corner. There's a drop and a shot off the end of the net. No, not in. They still play for it in the corner. Chasing it up and almost sending it up is number 44, Tomasco, and they do clear the zone. They're going to have to wait to go on the attack. Tomasco on the chase again. Tomasco in there with Hensall. Drops back to the point. We have a whistle here.
Sports Shop is picking up that tempo, and let me tell you something, it's working. They're catching Valentino's running around right now, and they're becoming extremely aggressive on offense and in transition.
It's going to be interesting to see right now what happens here as Mike Giordano comes out of the penalty box and back into the game. So he looks like he's going to take the face off here. Interesting to see if he can hold some composure here, but yet keep his aggressiveness. He seems to be the key for this Valentino's team, and he is one of the leading scorers on the team coming into tonight's game. So we have a late change coming in here for the Valentino's team.
Yeah, he was yelling instructions in from the penalty box, so.
He's a leader. He's a definite leader on this team. So they line up, and he quickly wins that drop, and they send it all the way down. You can just feel the Valentinos have another presence when he's out there. Nice play, far side on the attack. Beautiful pass, Herishin. Far side, they still attack. They can't clear the zone as Carluccio sends it back to the corner. There's a drop and a shot and a save in front. Nice save made by the goaltender there. Joe, actually that was Mike Polena. The balls, like I said before, is not that easy to see here. As they go
I'm amazed
it.
because, like you said, at dusk right now, you're at the point between the sun going in and the lights coming out. And I'll tell you, I really, these guys are wearing helmets, masks. They have limited perception, obviously, because of the twine in front, the wiring cages. And they're really picking this puck up well.
There's a shot and a score, and I don't think the goaltender saw that one. As putting it in is number 66, Mike Ritz. Just took a quick wrist shot and kept it low and beat the goaltender, number 31, Mike Polena. So we'll credit that goal to Mike Ritz, number 66. There was an assist. I didn't catch who it was, but just like that, we talk about those lights. And I don't think that goaltender picked that one up, Howard.
Oh, it's tough, but I tell you, there's 2 goals now that were scored by defensemen, okay? Defensemen were up there that were coming from the points from way back. And so their sports shop right now is creating their own opportunities, and they're very aggressive.
And we have a whistle against Valentino's as it looks like in frustration. As we look at far side, we have a cross-check penalty. Looks like it's going to go to number 66 who just scored. Mike Ritz, so there they go. They get that offensive charge, and then just like that, they're down a man for a minute. 4 minutes and 5 seconds to go here, second period on Sports Video. Howard Clark, along with Tad Kozaneski, bring you all this action here. Second game of the playoffs between these two teams. Sports Shop is trailing it 1-0, as Valentino's won the first game 3-1. Lining up for the face-off offensively for the Sports Shop will be Mike Klein. He loses the draw. Giordano, here he comes again, 1-on-2. Gets by one man. Nice defensive play, though. Here comes Story. Beautiful pass far side. And pass defender, centering pass. Just missing wide as Klein almost had a shot on net. In there with it is Story in the corner. He's checked off the puck, almost a cross-check, but they let it go. Overskating it now. That was Field. He sends it into the zone. They attack. Chasing it all the way back. Number 22, that's Jim Kay. Swings it far side on the nice pass. Carlucci takes it on the defense. He's overtaken, though, by Ritz. Ritz behind the net. Has a man in front. If he can get it to him, that's Story. Story meets him in the corner, though. They chase the far side. There's almost a cross pass. Couldn't get it to him, though. They still can't clear the zone. Man in front, backhand, can't knock it in. Chasing it in there is Klein. Crowd's starting to get into it now. There's a drop pass. That goes back to number 66, Ritz. Still loose behind the net. Story with it now. He can't do anything with it. Still kept in. There's a drop pass going back to Scott. Scott sends it wide. They still chase in the zone. That's Klein with it. Klein tries to attack. Beautiful play backhand. Just missed. It's picked up by number 33, Compton.
Absolutely.
Almost clears the zone, but not quite. The face-off will remain in the Valentino zone.
Absolutely unbelievable action here. Keeping that pressure on inside their zone. They are doing a super job out here against Valentino's. And that goaltender down here, he's got to be a little shell-shocked after that. They spent that entire time, Tad, in his zone.
And goaltender Mike Polana, heck of an effort there on a couple of those shots. Penalty is over now. The teams are at even strength. We get ready to line things up here.
One thing I did note, even a few nights ago when we were down here with a few of the other games, picking up that puck for these second games from about the blue line or the yellow line coming in here on each other's zones. They take a nice hard slap shot, keep it low, and they're 9 times out of 10 they're beating the goalies on.
Not only is it hard on the slap shot because you have those sticks, these balls will curve a great deal. It's almost like trying to catch a curveball at 100-some miles an hour. That makes it awfully tough. A puck will come at you straight, but these balls curve all over the place. 2:41 and counting as we take the face-off. Sports Shop deep in their zone. They send it all the way down. Chasing it is McCormick. Hustling in there is number 44, Tomasco for Sports Shop. Still in the zone. Finally, they clear it out. Picking it up is Braid where there's a 2-on-2 break. Man in front, he can't get it to him. Now he has it in front. Chasing it up in there is number 12, Anton. Anton in the offensive corner. Tries to center. Nice defensive play by the Sports Shop team in blue. Valentino's keeps it in. Shot low. Beautiful save in front. Rebound just missing it wide. Then there was Hurston. They send it all the way down. Here's Bow against Everson as they chase it all the way down. Behind his net nicely with it is Everson. Everson up the middle. We have a delay offside on as it goes back to the goaltender. Rivera sends it all the way back down, and that'll kill that offsides play. McCormick on the defense. Played nicely by Klein. McCormick's behind his net, far side. There's Giordano. There's a heck of a move. He's coming in on the break. Deeks to his left, shot and rolls in, score! What a play! Mike Giordano, you can almost see it coming. Just deked the goaltender enough and just kind of, it's a shame because he missed the ball and knocks it in. It's a shame for the Sports Shop goalie who is shaken up, number 31, Joe Rivera. It looked like Howard, he wanted to bring the ball to his left and go to the goalie's right, but he lost the ball. And when the goalie bought the initial move, the ball kind of trickled in.
Well, let me tell you something about that guy. He is a man possessed. And we hope this goaltender over here is all right. Giordano's a big boy, and I'll tell you, he came careening into that young man.
Heck of an offensive effort. Just got by the defense on a heck of a play against the boards. It was just a miscue goal. He wanted to bring the ball around to the goalie's right, but somewhere along the line he lost it, and the ball trickled in. And the referees are talking something over by our sports video sign. I don't know if it has anything to do with the goal or a penalty or something. Usually they'll be looking at the injured player. I don't know if something's up here, Howard, but they're obviously discussing something as they come back to see how the goaltender's doing. The coach, Todd Melton, out there with his goaltender, Joe Rivera.
That's the second time he's gone down, and guess by who?
Same guy, both
Same guy.
Giordano.
Now, he's the epitome of the Valentino's ideal of going to the net. And now Russ is coming out here for Valentino's to check on the young goaltender here for the sports shop.
He might have had the wind knocked out of him.
They're looking him over, and they're getting him up now.
Something in the stomach area, it looked like. He's starting to get his air back right now as he lines things up. This will bring a welcome break, I'm sure, to both teams here. The pace is really starting to kick up, and the crowd was really starting to get into this game.
Yeah, and they're talking right now. The referees are over there. And
That's the period, guys. We'll tack that time on next period.
okay, go ahead.
Well, as you heard right there, the goaltender, Ed Sokolowski, says the minute 38 will be added on to the 8 minutes for the next period because the goaltender appears to be kind of shaken up. So they're going to take the period break right now and try and recuperate him or possibly bring in another goaltender. We hope not.
Well,
but he's looking things over right now.
Yeah, that's interesting by the referees calling that break right now, saying, well, they'll tack it on the end. Obviously, you're going to take some momentum away from both of your teams here at the last minute 50 of the game, so it's going to knock some wind out of your sails. But that's a smart idea by the referees to do that.
It's a humanitarian kind of move. I can go along with that.
Hey,
Valentino's team was on the charge on that goal, and that's got to kill their momentum. And you know this sports shop team is going to be psyched up here as a Gatorade can gets shot over here by the goaltender, Joe Rivera, as we get a good look at him right there, rubbing his head. He appears to be okay here. Taking his time, though, but he looks like he'll be ready. He's been down twice, once in each period thus far. Now we pan over and take a look at the Valentino's bench, who was fired up as of that goal. We'll have to see how they come into this final period, as it looks like we're going to be playing about 9 minutes and 30-some seconds instead of the basic 8. You look at the clock there and get a good look. Well, Howard, it looks like the Valentino's team, their big thing right now is just to make sure they keep Giordano on the floor. Seems when he's on the floor, they seem to do things right. When he's off the floor, I can't say this is a fact, but I believe at least 2 of the 3 goals that were put in by the sports team were put in while he was not on the floor, whether it be by penalty or just resting. They just don't seem to have that same punch as when he's out there.
Well, what I'm noticing is it's going to be, if Mr. Fields wants to utilize that ploy, keeping Giordano off that floor, what he's got to hope for is that more penalties are going to be called on Giordano, and before he can assault their goaltender, and that's risky.
It's a big move here. Maybe that's what they'd have to do to try to get him off that floor, aggravate him a little bit. See what happens here as we start the third period. We're going to have 9 minutes and 38 seconds to go here, the final third period, as we get a good look at the sports shop team and their coach, Todd Melton. And we look over to the other side, the Valentino's team. We're looking, now we're going, I'm getting dizzy here looking back and forth. Valentino's on the other side, their coach, Rusty Valentino. Once again up in this series, 1-0 trailing 3-2 here. Third period extended version. You'd have to think the sports shop team would be a little more fresher. They seem to have done a little bit more substituting here.
Well, they're trying to keep fresh legs in there. And listen, last game that went overtime, extra periods, and we saw some of the legs getting a little worn out there. I mean, these guys are really going at it in here. I mean, flat out. And if they're playing shortened versions of periods, obviously they're playing 8-minute
Still, it's 90 degrees out here with a bunch of heavy equipment on, shoulder pads and leg pads, many of them have, and the helmets. It's got to be really hot. So we get back to live action. This is it, third period here. Sports Shop going to try and hold the lead. Coming in, shot on net, deflecting high off the screen as they chase it deep in there. The Valentino's team in there chasing it is Christopher. Drop pass intercepted nicely by Klein. Klein has two men, one at his right and left. Dishes it off far side, gets it to Story. Story shot in front. Beautiful defensive play in front as they clear the zone. Here comes another 2-on-2. Beautiful cut around the outside with it. That's Fields as he shoots it just wide. They chase it in that corner again. The pace is picked up again. And we have a whistle for a face-off on the defensive left side of the Sports Shop goalie, Joe Rivera.
You see the passing there by Sports Shop, though?
Talk of a deal.
Remember that
back
first
and
period,
forth.
I said, hey, listen, you can't carry that and depend on one guy to carry your offense out of your own zone. If you're having a problem and you're bottled up, getting it out of your zone, that's a nice idea to bring your forwards back to carry it out themselves. But if you got three wingers are going down, a center forward and two wingers, that was a perfect play down there at the other end by Sports Shop there, passing that puck.
There's a face-off drop back to the goaltender. Rivera goes to his right side with it. They chase it, clears the zone. Valentino's on the retreat. Deflected and loose at the middle of the floor. Here comes Valentino's into the zone. And knocked off nicely on the defense there, number 19, Jacob Egghart. Valentino's charging again, rolls the blue line and passes it. Here comes a 2-on-2. Pass taken by number 13, Everson. He goes in front. Here comes a 2-on-2 here. Nice play out in front again, is in there into that zone is number 22, Brian Fields. Try to get back to the point again. They clear the zone nicely as this Sports Stop team. Good defensive unit, doing a good team job today. Send it all the way down, deflected again and kept in by Everson. Everson, far side, chasing it is Braidwood. Braidwood right in front of the goaltender, swings to the goaltender's left to Egghart. Egghart sends it in and clears the zone. Chasing it is number 4, Eric Carlucci. Lines it up, he's being chased by Ritz. Sends it up. Valentino's up the middle, beautiful move. He might get a point-blank shot, Kay, but he deflects it out wide. Nice play, though, by Kay into the zone. He's in the corner now. They fight for it in the corner. A little rough play. Kay comes out with it, looking to center. He goes down hard as he's tripped up by 66 Daly. And it rolls all the way down. Carlucci going to chase it here. Carlucci sends it far side, still in play. Chasing it now is Kay. Kay looking, he returns it right in on goal. That was an interesting save. Now we're just going back and forth.
Did you hear that, Al?
Ow, that hurt. Got him right in the back of the leg where there's no pads. Loose in front. Chasing it up in there is number 12. That's Anton. Anton clears the zone. Going against Kay. Where's the ball? Sent all the way into the Valentino zone. We have an offside call. With 7:10 to go here in the third period. It's 3-2. The Sports Shop team in control. We get a look at the beautiful scoreboard here at the deck hockey facility. Once again in Tannsboro. Get ready to line things up far side for the face-off. Looks like we start off with a good third period right now.
Yeah, the tempo's really fresh and clean. These guys are really going at it. 3-2 score, real tight game. Anything can happen tonight in this game.
As the face-off is taken back deep in the defensive zone. The Sports Shop, McCormick keeps it in there. Nice defensive play by Valentino's behind the net, and it lodges into that net. And we'll have an offensive face-off in the zone of the Sports Shop team. Offensive face-off for the Valentino's team. They need a goal to get him in there. Looks like the face-off's going to be taken by their spark plug, Mike Giordano. As he lines it up here. He looks like he'll be going against number 25, Mike Klein. So they line it up. Here comes the face-off. Bad face-off there. They'll take it again. Kind of tough. To take the unusual face-off here as you see them both pointing their sticks into the ground. That's got to be a tough thing to do. A little hand-eye coordination to get that ball back. Send it back nicely. Far side still kept in. Valentino's Giordano chasing it. Giordano in the zone. Sent back the point. Not cleared. Point drive deflected wide. And brought right back, kept in the zone again. Here come the Sports Shop team. They're into the zone on a nice play by number 66, Mike Ritz. Giordano with it now against the boards, against Ritz. And we have a penalty call right in front of us. Number 25, it looks like Mike Klein. Now we're having offsides. I spoke too soon, Howard. Whoops.
Yeah.
I apologize for that one.
And Giordano's looking at you now.
Well, sorry about that, guy. Thought we had a penalty call on the hit against the wall. He probably got an Academy Award on the fall, too, so maybe I bought the Academy Award there.
Mr. Giordano.
Lining it up for the face-off here. in the neutral zone. Drops it back, he clears the zone. Valentino's on the retreat. Everybody clears. Giordano, nice pass to Daly. Daly in the zone on the break, gonna get a pass in front. Defensive play knocked away. They almost knocked in the net. They still fight for it. Heck of a play by defenders. Chasing Daly again. Far side, they chase and send it all the way in. Chasing him is Eggert. Behind the net, loose in front, they whack at it. Finally clearing it though. The length is number 13. That's Eric Gregory. Here comes the Valentino's team. McCormick up, shot on net, missing wide off the boards. They chase in. Looks like Tomasco's going to take it. He attacks his own and clears. Chasing it all the way down is number 13, Eric Gregory. Gregory into the zone. They drop it back. Here comes Daly, but it's kept in nicely. Sports Shop backhander. Nice defensive play back into the neutral zone, and it goes deep in the Sports Shop zone. Furious pace going back and forth here. Sports Shop on the attack. Gregory sends it all the way up to the right of the goaltender. They chase in. Chasing in there is number 33. That's Chad Compton. And it's almost cleared. Time winding down. 5.5 minutes to go here. Third and final period. Still kept in the zone. Ball high, and then finally clears the zone, and Valentino's on the retreat. Looking to make their move. Here he comes, Giordano in there. We have a whistle on an offsides call, as I believe offsides on the play was number 12, Bill Anton. A little extra aggressive in there, and he wanted to hit the referee with his stick. Did you see that?
Yeah, I think I got him doing that gyration there.
Oh,
you know
boy.
what I noticed on that last run, though, by the Valentino team? Giordano is going after the goaltender. He's jumping into him. So anything he can do to distract that goaltender, and it's working. Let me tell you something, it's working. But you got to watch that, and the referees, I'm sure, are going to watch it very closely.
As the ball clears the zone, we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone on the side of the Sports Shop team. That is an interesting point. See how it ends up here in the long run. We get a shot at the Valentino's bench. Once again, their coach, Rusty Valentino, coming in 23-2-1 overall, haven't lost a game in the playoffs. They trail it here, though, 3-2. Far side chasing in is Lagatera. Played nicely on the defense. They clear the zone. It's clean. Here's Emerson on the defense. Looks to send it off the boards. Gets it cleared. On the retreat is the Sports Shop. Still in the zone. Back to neutral play now. Valentino's going to have to retreat. Far side with it is Fields. I believe we have a delayed offsides on. Sending the zone on the attack. Here comes Lagatera in the zone. Over to Fields. Give a go shot. Just missing wide. Oh, brother. He had the long side ticketed, but couldn't get it in that net.
Pretty play, Tad. Pretty play. Passing.
Crowd starting to get in, and once again, delayed offside on right here, and there's the offside whistle. Heck of a play there. That just missed. Beautiful passing on the attack by this Valentino's team. That'll tell you why they have such a good record as they do. Just missing in there. The long side. Goaltender covered it well, Joe Rivera. Just missing long side, though. Line up neutral zone face-off. To the left, the goaltender, Mike Polena. Line it up, and they drop it back, sent all the way down, and they chase. It rolls up in the goalie, Rivera. Swings it far side. Up the zone, beautiful play. Up to number 25, Klein. He's deep in the corner. He has Rich in front. Klein behind the net. Nice defensive play there by Carlucci. Swings it far side. With the now 77, Story looks to go in front. Kept in nicely there by number 22, Jim Kay. Behind the net, they chase. With it is Klein. He tries to back it in. Ooh, almost a shot. Goes back to the point. There's a whistler. Deflected, just missing in front as it hit number 13, Ben Everson. Far side, Story with the centering pass, just missing wide on the shot. Oh, hit hard in the corner there, and there's a whistle. Aggressive play going into the corner, but he's going to take the 1-minute penalty. He's going in there as number 13. That's going to be Ben Everson. He leads the defense. As we get the whistle, he'll go off for a minute. We have 3:46 to go here. Aggressive hit into the corner, just a little extra aggressive. We're going to have a right circle defensive face-off for the Valentino's goaltender, Mike Polena. Sports Shop trying to hold the lead. They lead by 1. They want to play another day. They get ready to line things up. It's going to be Giordano in there going against Klein. They're going to take a timeout as this Sports Shop team realizes how important the time is here. So their coach, Todd Melton's going to take a time to talk things over with his lineup that's in there right now. trying to figure out what they're going to talk about. They may be talking about just getting the ball around and looking for a good shot. Just kind of maybe playing with the clock possibly a little bit. On the other side, the Valentino's team trying to figure out what they can do to bring this game back to even. They trail it by 1.
Well, if I was them, it'd be called Giordano.
Just send him out there. Maybe he'll get an extended shift for these last few minutes.
At the same time, I imagine Mr. Fields is telling his young players out here that you better key on that man and make sure you're closer to him than his own underwear because they don't want that guy loose.
Don't be surprised if we see a double team here on Giordano too. It seemed to be working there for a while. They've got 3:46 to play with here. They do hold the lead as the Sports Shop teams. We got to look at some of their players coming out on the court. Probably a wise choice by the coach right there to take a time, get him some air, get him a chance to relax.
You know, this is a really great game, and look at that guy Ray over there. He's
He looks like he's sleeping.
Is this where he sleeps?
I don't know, maybe. I don't know. He looks pretty content. Drops back to the point. Scott has a ball knocked away, and it rolls into the parking lot right to our right-hand side. We'll have a face-off, I believe, in the neutral zone. It'll go to the left of goaltender Joe Rivera as they line it up. Neutral zone face-off here. Giordano lining it up here for the Valentino's team. He has a drop man, McCormick behind him. Giordano in the zone takes a shot, missing wide. Melton chasing in there. Also in there chasing is number 25. I believe that was Klein. They send it all the way down on the defense. Chasing it up is McCormick. McCormick sends it up. Nice play there to Anton. Anton, man in front, quick wrister. Nice save there made by Joe Rivera. That low wrister's going to fool you, Howard, as it was nice and low to the ground. Goaltender seemed to double clutch at it, but did make the save. Heck of a save.
Well, like I said, and you said often, a number of times in that first and second period, if you drive it low and from the point, those things are going to go by them goaltenders because it's hard to pick up.
How many times have you seen a ball deflect off a leg at the last second and go in the net?
Exactly right.
Heck of a shooting opportunity. The lights don't help a whole lot. Here we go. Offensive zone faceoff for Valentino's. Giordano wins the faceoff. Tries to come in. It's loose. Stays in play. They chase it. Here's a drop. McCormick shoots it still in the zone. Nice defensive play here. Sports Shop wisely clears the zone. Heck of a play there made by number 66, Mike Ritz. They come behind and send it all the way down. Valentino's. It's clean. Rolls back to the goaltender where it's picked up by number 22, Jim Kay. He sends it up for Klein. Controlled by Valentino's, and there's an offsides as you saw it right there. A little late chasing it up was number 12, Bill Anton.
I'm noticing, Tad, that Blue is taking their time now, okay? Sports Shop is taking their time. They're not pressing, all right? They're being very, very patient. So I imagine that last time out, Mr. Fields went and told his players, go out there, okay, and be cautious. Don't make stupid mistakes in your own zone. That's one. And I just heard him say press them in their own zone. So that's what he's going to go with here.
Very smart coaching ideals there by the coach. Send it behind the net, 250 and counting. They swing it far behind the net. Is in there chasing it is McCormick. Drop back kept in by Eggert. Loose in front. Valentino sends it deep in their corner. Trying to clear. Sports Shop on attack. Wrister in front. Loose ball. They swing it nicely far side. Here comes Fields up with it. Kind of loses it and kind of kills the break in the process. He goes all the way down, going in there against Braidwood. Fields with it, going to get a slot drive. Wrister in front, rebound, shot, score. Just like that, we are tied on this goal by Bill Anton. He got his trash goal in front. Brian Fields gets all the credit for that goal as far as I'm concerned, Howard. Fought off a big hit into the corner, stayed with the ball. You can't fault the defense there. Heck of a play in front. They just happened to have the right man there at the right time, and that was Bill Anton. His first goal of the game, evening it up at 2:22 to go in this game. Boy, oh boy, they couldn't ask for it at a better time.
Well, like you said, it was Field setting that whole thing up. It looked like it was scatterbrain type of play coming up across the blue line, etc. It looked like he was losing control. He drew two players to him, and I think that's what did it. And the other two wingers just switched and went right in on goal and picked up the rebounds.
Heck of an effort there. That's a big one. Now you can hear that Valentino's bench. They're into the game now. They were pretty much dead for majority of this period and last period. Now they're kicking it into gear. The goaltender's even yelling out now. Goaltender Mike Polena getting into it. We line things up for the face-off. Drop back nicely, Sports Shop. Andy Scott with it behind the net, they chase.
That was a good idea. Kept it low and went from the point.
There's a giveaway in front. Almost Mike Ritz had a shot at it. There's almost a giveaway. Get in front. Chasing it all the way up is Brian Fields. He has Valentino in front. There's a nice defensive play there by a Sports Shop player. Kept in the zone there by Valentino's beautiful pass far side to Everson. Loose in front. They whack a shot, score! Just like that, Tom Valentino on the rebound. Caught the goalie, handcuffed, and knocks it into the net. And there's, they were going nuts over here. Unbelievable. One of the players picked up the other player and threw. It was incredible. What a goal. Unbelievable. They can see the series ending now. That's a big hustle play there. This Sports Shop team has got to dig deep down inside now.
Who was that, Valentino?
Yeah, that was Tom Valentino, number 85, got the goal in front on the rebounds. We get a good look at Valentino right there. 1:48 to go, Howard, and you know what? If we wouldn't have played that extra 1:30 or so, we'd have about 10 seconds to go in the game right now.
How about that? Isn't that something?
That would have been the game right there, but luckily for the Sports Shop team, they breathe second life here. They do trail it by one. They've got to win this game to advance. Valentino's trying to close them out. Coming all the way in the zone is number 66. Rich deflected in front. They chase far side.
You hear that team on the other side?
They're getting nervous. There's a ball in the crease. They chase. Chasing it now is Rich behind the net. He goes up against Everson. Everson in front of it sends it the length. Clean plays. It hits the goaltender. They swing it far side. Giordano on the chase. It'll be icing. Send it all the way back down again. And there's your some kind of call there. I didn't catch what that call was. They send it far. It must have been delayed offside calls. The ball goes off the wall.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. And I'll tell you, this has been a heck of a game. A heck of a game. These guys, these teams down here, they don't give up, and that's one interesting aspect of this sport down here.
So we get ready to line things up on the face-off. Sports Shop needs one goal to tie things up. If they don't get one soon, they're going home. They've got 1:12 to do it. Behind the net, here comes the Valentino's team all the way open net off the crossbar. Oh, brother. Second life again for this Sports Shop team as they send the ball out of bounds. They snuck the goaltender out on me, Howard, there. I didn't see that. Beautiful slap shot off the post. Russian roulette time. We've got 1:01 to go. We're going to have a face-off in the zone of the Sports Shop team. They bring the goaltender back in, Joe Rivera. Oh, that game would have been over if the ball was another inch over. Talk about luck. Got to gamble to win, though. Good job by the coach of the Sports Shop team. Got to be a little lucky to win some games, too. Giordano in there against the face-off for Valentino's neutral zone. They send it up. I believe we'll see the goaltender going soon. Carlucci sends it right back. Here they come on the attack as Scott can't deal with it. Against Giordano, hits a player on the bench. Tell you what, they can't get that goaltender out of the net if they don't clear the zone here, Howard.
Yeah, that's one thing they have to do, and they got to control the ball out of their zone right now. They can't just smack the ball from their own zone into the other like a dump and run. I never believed in that. Unless you got a lot of speed up front, that's not going to work for you half the time. So they got to carry and they got to maintain control.
48 seconds. Giordano on the break, taken down hard by Andy Scott, and he's going to be whistled for a penalty. He's going to go off the last 44 seconds, and that's going to really hurt the chances for this Sports Shop's team season, as they have got to win this game tonight. And there you're seeing a dejected Andy Scott going to the penalty box. Valentino's on the advantage. They just have to keep the pressure on for 44 more seconds. That's probably their MVP for tonight's game. Mike Giordano moves in for the face-off. Valentino's in the attack zone. And we have a change in face-offs here. As the coach is whistling, calling some things in, they line it up for the face-off again. Send it back, Valentino's zone, deflected. Sports Shop on the attack, a man overruns it. Giveaway in front, just missing wide. Is number 20 in there. Lagatera was in there on the shot. We have a cross check. Whistle, I believe that is going to go against somebody on the Sports Shop team. That's going to put them 2 men down.
Yeah,
it's
that
going
was
to,
number 22 over there. That
Jim Kay got whistled for the cross check on the breakaway, and that's just about going to do it with 34 seconds to go. It's just a matter of winding down the clock.
well, you got some happy
kind of
faces
miracle.
over there in that Valentino's bench. That's for sure.
As they came right back. A heck of a effort this third period.
Well, I got to say this about the sports shop. Before the game, I was under the impression that out of the 2 teams here, Valentino's was the stronger of the 2 from a talent standpoint. Now, I know that doesn't mean anything if you're the opposition, especially if you feel like you're the underdog. You always play a little harder, and a lot of good things happen if you put your nose to the grindstone. And they played an excellent game tonight.
They're running out of chances. Oh, we've got 7 seconds and counting. We've got 4, 3. Little extracurricular right in front. How many times have you seen that? A few seconds before the game ends, you see a little extracurricular going on. Looks like we're going to have a whistle here. Try and see who the whistle's going to go against here. Looks like number 6. There he goes, Mike Giordano. He's just going to hop into the crowd here and celebrate this victory. He knows this game is over. He got in his last shot that he wanted.
Yeah, he's got his fan club over there, too, it looks like.
Probably going over there to sign some autographs and talk to the press for a little bit.
Yeah.
He's got 3 seconds to go as his Valentino's team. A heck of a comeback effort. 2 goals in this period. When they came in trailing 1.
Todd, is it true that Giordano is being traded to the West Coast?
Maybe to the LA Kings. I don't know. We'll have to see. Rumors abounding before this game. We don't know. They drop it back. Here's a shot on the open net. And that's going to do it as the Valentino's team increases their record to 24. 2-1 overall. They're undefeated in the playoffs, and they have got to be the favorites as they move on to the finals coming up in a couple of days. The Sports Shop team, on the other hand, fought tough. They had the lead for a while. They do leave it losing both games of this Valentino's team. As we get a shot of them shaking hands at the middle of the floor. The Sports Shop goals were scored by Dan Braidwood, Mike Ritz, and Tim Story. Goals for Valentino's, the winning team, Tom Valentino, Bill Anton, and of course the big player in tonight's game scoring 2 goals, Mike Giordano. Heck of a team effort by a Valentino's team. They dug deep, Howard, to come back for 2 goals in this last period.
Oh, that's for sure. Look, hey, Giordano, I like that. See, he's over there with the goaltender right now saying, hey, listen, you played a tough game. These guys got to know each other tonight in this game, and that's good to see. Good sportsmanship here at the Tannesboro Deck Hockey. And I know these guys from Sports Shop seem to be disappointed, etc., but they got a lot to be proud of, and they played a great game this evening. But again, like you said, Valentino's came back down 2-goal deficit and came back to pull it out. So well advanced.
So a heck of an effort. Once again, we want to thank everybody here on the Deck Hockey as we try to get a shot of the scoreboard that doesn't exist.
Forget it.
I want to thank everybody here at Tannesboro, the Deck Hockey League, on a fantastic facility and a fantastic effort by everyone involved, and we'd like to congratulate the Valentino's team. They win it 4-2. They win the playoff series 2-0. And that's going to do us for here at Sports Video. For Howard Clark, I'm Pat Kozaneski. Thanks for being with us here on Sports Video.
Thank you.